So here we are. This is the last talk in this month. We are one. And today's talk is blessing you, blessing me. Blessing you, blessing me. And it is about the totality of the potential realized and unrealized in our lives. Blessing all of it, all aspects of our lives. This is about blessing everything about our lives. The parts of our lives that we have expressed, those parts of our lives that we allowed to lie dormant, the things we chose not to do, the things that we chose to do, all of it, all of it. We are here to bless the paths taken and the paths not taken. You know, Richard Bach wrote a book years and years and years ago. I don't know if anybody remembered it. It's called One. You know, he's the Jonathan Livingston Seagull dude. Anyway, he wrote this book called One, and it was really great. It was about all of these simultaneous paths, you know, and they all coexist. And and how quantum physics talks about string theory and the multiverse, where we actually exist on all levels at all times in all different paths simultaneously. And right here and right now, we may have chosen one, but all the others really exist in some kind of space and time. Well, it's kind of like that. We can bless, all right, the me that didn't do that, and the me that maybe would have chosen to do something else. And we can bless the path that we did choose and the one that we are on, because all of these paths simultaneously exist. So the me in this multiverse, right? The me in this multiverse got married and had children and lives in California and became a minister. But the me maybe in this other timeline, in this other multiverse, never left Staten Island. Anyway. I mean, think about it. Maybe never married, maybe stayed in school, maybe did become that pathologist or whatever. There is that other path not taken. And it's all occurring in this universe of infinite choices. So we can look at our lives as that, this series of infinite choices. The ones we made, the ones we didn't make, the ones we passed by, the paths we didn't go down, and we can bless all of it, all of it. All the choices we made, all the choices we didn't make, what outcomes it led to, where we got to be, and we can bless all of it. And we really should bless all of it. This is what blessing me and blessing you is about, because here's the thing. When we bless the paths not taken as well as the paths taken, when we can bless the paths not taken, we can free ourselves from regret. We can free ourselves from regret, right? Oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? The 3 deadly sins. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. We can free ourselves from that when we bless the things we didn't do as well as the things we did do. And it's interesting because sometimes when I think about it and I accept that, there is a multiverse someplace where I did remain single, or I didn't, I never had kids, or I did become that pathologist, and it's like, oh, that's great. I bet you I'm having a great time over there. And it's easier to really bless and accept the choices I did make and the choices I didn't make. And, and in the here and now, I am free to revisit maybe those choices I didn't make. I didn't become that professional painter. But, that frees me up to then, I think I'll start painting again. Why not? I did it in high school. I did it in college, It frees us up to look at some of the choices we didn't do and then maybe revisit them and maybe choose to do them again or choose to do them in a different way. Maybe they can show up in the now in a totally different way that you haven't thought of before. So if I can accept and bless the part of me, the things that I did not choose to experience, then that self-acceptance allows me to turn the page, to become clear in the now. I can bless and accept the things I did. I can bless and accept the things I chose not to do. And then that frees me up right here, right now, so that I can use all of my power to set intentions for my future. And in order to do that, I have to do the inner work. And part of that inner work is coming to peace with the choices I have made, the choices that I've already made. being at peace with right where I am, everything that I've done and I've left undone, being totally at peace with that. And then it's about doing the outer work. Once I become clear in here, it's about doing the outer work, making those conscious choices for now so that I can manifest more of a future of my desires. Does that make sense? Once we are at peace with where we are, we can pull ourselves fully present in the now, and this is the only place our power resides, in the now. And then we can make those conscious choices, and we can set powerful intentions for what we will manifest in the coming days or months or years. All healthy change comes from self-acceptance. Okay? All healthy change comes from self-acceptance. Because we're not doing it to please them or to please you or for my boss or for my parents or anything else. That self-acceptance, and then I'm going to choose to do what is healthy and right for me. So we have to be at peace with what we did and didn't do in the past. We have to be at peace with the paths not taken. And then we have to know how we got here. We have to know how we got here before we can go anyplace else. First we need to know how life got to be the way it is. And I know you practitioners and practitioner students, you know this, right? Practitioner 1 training, how life got to be the way it is. If I'm living in a refrigerator box under a bridge, that did not just happen. That was a series of decisions I made all along the way that got me there. So we have to figure out how we got to be. How did life get to be the way it is? How did I get to be where I am? What series of choices did I make that my life got to be where it is right now? Because here's the thing. I am the cause of my effect. Okay? Say that with me. I am the cause of my effect. Your choices, your mind, you're aligning with principle. I am the cause of my effect. Say it again. I am the cause of my effect. We have to get this, that it is our internal thoughts and beliefs and those predominant beliefs that keep running us, that keep reflecting back to us in life. So that means through an infinite number of choices, I have positioned myself where I am today. Through an infinite set of choices, I positioned myself where I am today. So now you get to look at that. It didn't happen to us by some magical power, some dark forces, some evil thing out there. We made a series of choices, one after another, after another, after another, that led us to where we are. We may love where we are, and that's a good thing. We might love where we are. But if there are aspects that we look at and we go, we picked that also. We chose that also. It did not happen by itself. I was the cause of my own effects. Remember, the effects of the things out here, the conditions, the things that change all the time. They change all the time. They change whether or not we're thinking about them. They change whether or not we're looking at them. The things in the physical world change all the time. So how are they going to change? We want to make new choices. We want to make conscious choices based on those wants and desires that we have, the things that we want to be demonstrating in the future. In my victim consciousness, I am my own worst enemy. Right? In my victim consciousness, I am my own worst enemy. Now in my awareness, I get to choose again. We have infinite choices. We get infinite choices. This is what I love about our philosophy, our teaching. They always say about what's a pessimist and an optimist. A pessimist, the glass is half empty, and the optimist, the glass is half full. Well, we are religious science. We have infinite refills. We get infinite refills. You don't like it, you choose again. This is what we do. This is what we know. We don't like something, we get to choose again. We get to go back to consciousness. We get to sit and meditate and visualize and do visioning and rethink and re-choose. And that new thought then manifests a new form. It has to. Look, complaining about it doesn't change it. How long have you been complaining about it? Has it changed it? No. All complaining does is stick it to you like a magnet. You complain about it, it's like yelling at the universe, telling the universe, give me more of that, Give me more of that, because all you're concentrating on is what's wrong. Complain, 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 and the universe just hears, I want more of that. That's all you're thinking about. That's all you're concentrating on. That's all you're spending your energy on. Okay? And you get more of it. We live with it, we leave it, or we change it. Those are our options. We live with it, we leave it, or we change it. We transform it. That's what we do. But we don't change it by looking at the conditions and wanting to swap with another condition. Do you see how that just won't work, I'm in this job, I want that job. I got this man, I want that man. Or I've got no man and I want that man. It's not going to change it. All you're doing is you're swapping conditions. You're just making shifts at the same level. That doesn't change anything. Switching from one condition to another condition, one effect to another effect, that's just kind of making a lateral shift. What we want to do and what we have to do is affirm a quality of God. We have to speak from cause. I am the cause of my effect. We have to speak from cause. We have to speak from a quality of God. It's not that job. It is a job that fulfills me and challenges me and who I enjoy being, and I have coworkers that I love, and I have bosses that challenge me, and that's the thing. It's not, I have to have that job in that corner office in that company with that building with the purple carpet. That's just swapping one condition for another condition. We want to affirm a quality of God. So my choice is to align with the quality, not the particular thing, not the condition, not the effect, but what is it I want to experience? What do I want to experience? What quality of God do I want to demonstrate? An effect will never be the fulfillment in our lives. An effect will never be the fulfillment in our lives. It is simply a symbol of something. So you get a job, it is just a symbol of something. It might be a symbol of your expertise. It might be a symbol of your abundance. It might be a symbol of your intelligence. But it's just a symbol of something. It's never the fulfillment itself. So you go for the quality. So here we are, coming up on New Year's, and I love New Year's, it's real powerful, for no apparent reason. It's just because we decided it is. We can have a new thought any day of the year. We can have a new thought any day of the year. It's meaningless. We can wake up in any moment of any day. We can have a new thought. But there is a cultural thing around New Year's, so that's okay. So let's do it. So here we are coming up on New Year's, which is traditionally, culturally, when we set intentions. So we want to do this. We want to be at peace with what was and what was not in our lives. We have to be at peace with where we are right now in our lives, and we have to powerfully set intentions for what's to come. And all that's done in the now. Here's the thing. Everything changes anyway, right? Have you ever been able to hold anything in place? I mean, nothing. Everything changes. In the physical world, everything changes all the time. And we are always reminded of it, and Spirit is always gently nudging us to let us know, remember, things always change in the physical. Behind the physical stands the immortal, stands the changeless. And the changeless always changes the physical. Life is a series of change, and we are always reminded to practice non-attachment, because it's going to change anyway, right? That's what they say, what makes the rich man cry and the poor man laugh? This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Whatever it is, it passes on the physical level. So if it's going to change anyway, let's practice non-attachment and let's set powerful intentions for what we will manifest. So here we go. This is an exercise to bless and accept the things as they are, with no judgment and no condemnation. Because the judgment and the condemnation does what? It keeps things stuck, right? Keeps things stuck in place. So when we say, I bless this and I accept this, what we're doing is freeing ourselves up to manifest something different. It frees us up to manifest something different. So repeat after me. I bless this and I accept this.
I bless this and I accept this.
Okay, now say, my job. I bless this and I accept this.
My
No complaints, no condemnation. Okay, let's keep going. My relationships. I bless this and I accept this. I want to hear a little more energy. My house, my living quarters, my house. Just say my house. My house. My family. My coworkers. My boss. Yeah, my boss is God. It's easy. My country. My country. I bless this and I accept this. Donald Trump. Come on, follow along. Donald Trump. I bless this and I accept this. Hillary Clinton. I bless this and I accept this. SDG&E. As in bless this and I accept this. The homeless. I bless this and I accept this. The news. I bless this and I accept this. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. This is your spiritual practice. It frees you up to change those things. When you have no judgment, when you have no condemnation around those things, when we are, every time we are tempted. Oh, and man, we're coming up on an election season. You're going to be so tempted this year. Every time we are tempted to condemn something, to vilify it, say those words. Every single time before the criticism comes out your mouth, say those words. I bless this, I accept this. I bless this, I accept this. Because this, the heart here, this is cause. This is cause. Everything out here is just the evidence. Everything out here is just a reflection of this. So if you're seeing a bunch of crap out there, what's going on? What's going on, This is cause right here. And what we see and what we develop and what we manifest around us in our personal lives is a reflection of that deepest and most powerfully held beliefs reflected back at us so we don't think we're crazy. I mean, basically, that's really what the universe does. It just reflects back at us what we truly, sincerely believe in our hearts so we don't think we're crazy. We see all of that as evidence of what it is we're holding in here. So turning the calendar year, right? Turning the page on a new year holds great power for us. Culturally, it holds great power because we have a huge human race conscious belief, right? New year, new page, new slate. Okay, it can happen any day. Like I said, we could do this in July if we really wanted to, or we could do it right now if we want to. It doesn't matter. But we've chosen as a group, we've chosen the beginning of the year. So we are keen to make changes at this part of the year. Because we dislike some aspect of ourselves, we dislike some aspect of our life, and we want to change it. That's why we set intentions, isn't it? Most of them are, I'm going to go back to the gym and I'm going to lose weight. I know that one. Okay, I'm going to go back to the gym and lose weight. I'm going to lose that 40 pounds that I've been carrying around for the last 10 years. Or whatever, or I'm going to get back in shape, or I'm going to start walking every day, or I'm going to quit smoking, there's like a gazillion of them, right? And we do all of those things because there's some aspect of our life or our body or a situation that we want to change. So that's one reason why we set intentions. Or we acknowledge that all things change anyway. Even if everything's great, even if you're just humming along, loving life, loving your job, loving your body, loving your mate, loving your house, loving your car, loving everything, you acknowledge that all things change. Everything changes in the physical world. So we set intentions to consciously manifest the things that we do want to experience in the upcoming year. We want to direct the law consciously to create change in our life that we're going to enjoy. So here I am, ready to make significant changes in my life, and I must set those intentions without any idea of competition or limitation, right? Because spirit's not limited by anything. Why would we believe we are? Spirit is not limited by anything. I do not have to succeed at the expense of anyone else. You know, and there are industries, I swear, there are industries out there that thrive on that, right? That thrive on our fears, you know, that thrive on that limited pie mentality. We can't buy into that. Spirit is limitless. Spirit is limitless. But yet there are things all around us in the physical world, in this culture, that just absolutely thrive on developing fears within us, you know. It's that limited pie mentality. Act now, supplies are limited. Right? How many times have you heard that? Oh my God. Join Christian Mingle and find God's perfect mate for you. Because there's only one, you know, ever. You know, watch out for the thieves this time of year, man. They're out to steal your stuff. They are out to steal yours. I mean, like, how many times do you hear this kind of stuff? It's nonsense. There is no such thing as the limited pie mentality. I know you see pictures of it all the time. You know, this much money for this and this much money for that and whatever. There is no such thing as a limited pie mentality because actually, think about this. I just thought about this. Pi is infinite. Pi is infinite. Pi 3.141592655259 on and on and on. Infinity, right? Pi is infinite. There is no such thing. No such thing. So you can't have a limited pi. It just doesn't even exist. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, there is nothing in the universe that limits you or that would or could desire to limit you. There's nothing in the universe that withholds from you because in doing so, it would withhold it from itself. You are some part of its purpose. I love that. You are some part of its purpose. Spirit seeks, urges, pushes against you to fulfill itself. No matter how abundantly the horn of plenty may pour out its universal gifts, there must be a bowl of acceptance, a chalice of expectancy, or the gift cannot be complete. So what does that mean? It means Spirit is forever giving to its creations. And guess what? We are that thing. We are that thing. We are its creations. So yes, standing there with a thimble or you're standing there with a 55-gallon drum. What are you standing? You know, Ernest Holmes always said, I don't make things happen, I make them welcome. How are you making it welcome in your life? How are you making that the gifts that Spirit is wanting, desiring, pushing against you to give to you, how are you making that welcome? And here's the thing, if you don't have your hand on the tiller of your own boat, it's going to flow wherever human race consciousness goes. It's going to flow wherever, and that means what? When the economy stinks, you're going to flow with that too. If you are not holding on to your own tiller and pointing the boat where you want it to go, it's just going to flow with human race consciousness. It'll go where human race consciousness takes it. And it's our job to remain conscious and awake and aware. It is our job to stay out of division, to stay out of hatred, to stay out of judgment, to stay out of condemnation. I will no longer participate in separation. Say that. I will no longer participate in separation. It doesn't help anything. It doesn't add one iota to our lives. We don't participate in hate. We don't participate in division. We will no longer participate in separation. We will no longer participate in negativity. We will no longer participate in those water cooler conversations about how awful it is. Because you might as well just take that stuff and just like rub it on your thighs, baby. You know, it's like all you're doing is telling the universe, give me more of that shit. Oh, stuff. Give me more, you know, it's all you. Oh, I almost got through. You know, it's just, you know, like a magnetic attractive force. When you are complaining and criticizing, you're just signing up for more of it. But here's the thing. When we keep affirming the truth, we keep affirming the truth with a capital T, we keep affirming God's qualities. We keep knowing abundance and joy and balance and beauty and peace and harmony and wisdom and unity. We keep affirming that is our nature. That is our nature. We bless and accept. We bless and accept. That's our spiritual practice. Stuff we love, stuff we, not so much. We bless and accept that stuff too, because it frees it up to change. It frees it up to change. And we bless and accept people everywhere. Everyone. Ones we know, ones we don't know. We bless and accept everything. And you are a blessing. I am a blessing. They are a blessing. When we bless others, we bless ourselves. When we bless ourselves, we bless others. You're the answer to somebody's prayer. You are the answer to someone's prayer. Say that again. I am the answer to someone's prayer. Absolutely. You're going to save the day for somebody. You're the answer to someone's prayer. You're the reason somebody didn't commit suicide last week. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You're here for a reason. God didn't just, lose his mind or its mind and create you. You are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Spirit had need of you right here, right now, in this place and this time, because you are the answer to someone's prayer. I bless myself. Say that. I bless myself. I bless myself. Say it again. I bless myself. Say it one more time. I bless myself. Each and every one of us is a blessing to the world. Ernest Holmes said this: there is something about you and me that is cosmic, universal, that stretches over time and space. Let us learn to think better of ourselves. You don't have to be conceited to say God made me and God does not make mistakes. No matter what it looks like, God did not make a mistake when it made me. Okay? God did not make a mistake when it made me. Say it together. God did not make a mistake when it made me. So when we turn the page on this new year, we got our hand on the tiller. We are directing our own boat. We are affirming our highest and best good. We're affirming our highest and best good. The universe is always listening. Even if we're joking, the universe is always listening. Pay attention to what's coming out my mouth. I have to pay attention to what is coming out of my mouth. When we degrade ourselves, when we degrade a situation, the universe is still listening. This is not like, oh, it's off the record, The universe is not going to pay attention. The universe is always listening. What are we affirming? Are we affirming how miserable people are? Are we affirming how we can't stand humanity? Are we affirming how all people stink? What are we affirming? This is a perfect example. Christmas shopping is always just so lovely, We're all packed together in malls and stuff. I couldn't do shopping. That's really weird. It would all wound up being online this year. And I really enjoy Christmas shopping, and I love the music and the crowds, and lots of people don't. But it's about blessing and accepting whatever it is at the moment, whatever it is, to bless and accept it. Speak your highest and best at all times. Think. Before the words come out of your mouth, think, what is it I'm saying? What am I putting into the law? What am I putting into the law? What am I ordering more of? What am I ordering? It's like universal, Amazon. What am I ordering more of with my affirmations? Speak your best. Go with your strengths. You want to share stuff on Facebook? Share the motivational stuff. Share the good stuff. Share the empowering stuff. Go to Vision's Facebook page. We got great stuff. Share that. It's positive. And stop participating in the limiting, sick, sad, lonely, tired separation or gossip. Just don't participate. Just don't participate in that anymore. Be the author of your own story and make your story a success story. You're writing it anyway. You're writing it anyway. Bless each moment, regardless of what the moment looks like. No matter how it looks, whether it's something you've wanted all your life and it's finally manifesting, or whether it's like, what the hell is that? You know, where did that come from? Bless it anyway. Bless it anyway. You know, it's something in the physical world that's not going to stay around anyway. It's going to change, right? Because everything in the physical world changes. So bless it. Bless every moment of your life. Bless every moment. You know, what was that? There was an old story of, was it Heloise? I don't know. No, it wasn't Heloise. It was somebody, one of those women who wrote a blog when she said if she had to do all over again, she would not save the good china. You know, she'd put out the good china. I can't remember her name. Irma Bombeck, that's who it was. She said if I had to do it all over again when she was dying, she said if I had to do it all over again, I'd use the good china. I would, I'd use the good, camisole, or I'd wear my Do that. That's great advice. Don't save the really good candles. Burn them, for God's sakes. Burn them. They're going to go away anyway. If you try to store them, they only melt in the closet when it gets hot. So burn them, Use the good china. Do the things that make every moment special, because every moment is special. Every moment is special. So don't save it for some time in the future. Make every moment special by just allowing every moment to be special. And don't save up things for some mythical future time when, whatever, I'm retired, or I'm happy, or I've got that house, or I've got that car, or whatever. Make every moment special by doing the special things now. Bless your life now, exactly the way it is, even if it's not what you think it was going to be. Even if it's not what you thought it should be, or even if you don't think you're there, wherever there is going to be. Even if you don't think you're there, bless it right now. Bless it right now. Bless the entirety of the creation of you. Bless the infinite inclusivity of being. God saw fit to create you. You are a marvel. You are magnificent. You are irreplaceable in the mind of God. There's only one of you. Never has been before, never will be again. You're a marvel of creation. Bless you, bless me, bless all beings everywhere. We are one. Thank you.